Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting edition of Shadow of the Iron Throne. This evening's scene takes place in the Grand Tourney grounds at King's Landing. This is the final. This is the last joust of the Hands Tourney. The champions of the melee and the archery contest have already been decided in the form of Lord Uland and Lord Gallo. However, now we must have the tournament champion, the master of the joust. It is a hot day. The sun beats down on high. It's almost oppressively hot. Many of the lordlings have taken to sitting under their shaded pavilions, sipping iced milk and wine. This is the evening that we have all been waiting for. On his high seat, King Robert looks down, a mixture of anticipation and drunken gregarity in his eye, before he announces something about pissing himself. It's fine, don't worry about it.
As is customary.
As is customary. Fills you with pride and joy, that one does. Yeah. But with that in mind, we will join Lord Daysip once again in the pavilion bought for him by Lord Gallo, with the squire lent to him by Lord Caldwin, as he prepares for today's.
Yeah, and Sabaranon is currently again just finishing being armored. This time, not by the Squire of Lord Caldwin, so slightly less comfortable experience this time round, but still. And he looks a little bit more assertive, confident. I don't know. There's something in his posture which makes him just seem a little bit more capable than last he was seen.
All right. I assume the mountain's going to be on the other side of the field in his, atypical black armor. You hear him shouting at one of the squires, who's like, he's literally shaking in fear, like, "Lance, now!" As you normally would. I should probably change my picture, actually.
I mean, I would mistake Uland for the mountain, not gonna lie.
I mean,
they do look subtly different. The mountain is slightly taller than Lord Uland, as a matter of fact, which is statement. He also has a kind of a brutality from him that almost oozes from his personage. It is vaguely unpleasant.
Does he have that? Is it unsettling or something where you lose a combat dice against him because they're fucking terrifying?
I think so. Yeah. But look at yes, he is astride a great black horse that snorts and is generally generally very, very full of energy and pep. It takes two squires to hold it in place. So.
Meanwhile, Sabaranon is almost silent, but wears armor almost as ominous as the mountains. I believe he wears a very dark green armor that is almost indistinguishable from black.
And which lady's favor is he currently wearing?
That's a good question. Who was offered?
Me.
Says Lady Drakemeyer.
Oh my god. Okay. So basically, I'm fucked even if I win. Got it.
Lady Gallo has offered a mirrorish lace silk ribbon with a golden ring inlaid that has rubies inlaid into it, and a large, well, not large, but I would say rather significantly sized sapphire in the middle, and she will offer to tie it around his neck. for luck.
The reason, for the record, Scott, that he is shitting himself is because I reminded him that he has to crown the Queen of Love and Beauty if he wins.
That's going to be a bit of a problem.
And she tells Sir Baranon that this ring used to belong to her mother, but she gave it to Alysanne when Alysanne became a woman. And she would be honored if he would wear it. If he would wear her favor for the joust.
Sister, I break your fucking legs.
Wait, has he returned the necklace?
Yeah.
To Littermar, or does he still have it?
No, he would have returned it immediately after the joust. It is not his.
Okay. Yeah, she would also let him wear the necklace, as it means a lot to her, but she kind of has taken a liking to Sir Baranon. He has impressed her thoroughly. He after Jaime freaking Lannister.
And this is the hardest decision I have to make all scene. Then again, I have been not so subtly threatened by Evan, so...
There was no subtlety involved. There was just the breaking of leg bones.
Exactly. I mean...
Reject the breaking on the premise that unfortunately Gallo has threatened to, and I quote, break my legs.
Oh God, look, Gallo walking into your office like, nice place, start smashing up your stuff. Please stop. What happens when you don't pay Mr. Gallows on time?
I mean, that's not even wrong. It's just
I just have to say, because this makes it so much better, I fucking love the Mountains tagline, one chunky boy.
Oh my God. He is an absolute unit.
He's a big boy.
He is like a tank made of tanks.
Yeah.
You know what? Since he's here and in his cups, and I have the status to actually address him, Lord Gallo will ask King Robert whom he favours in the joust.
Well, I must say, despite the size of the mountain, it would be nice to see someone of my stature fell such a great beast. And, hey, who says a Baratheon's ever favoured an underdog?
But you know what? With that, Lord Gallo will nod, and he will publicly, having heard the king's recommendation, he will bet on Sir Baranon. He will bet 2 wealth points on Sir Baranon.
Could Grayman also, like, obviously I'm playing the mountain right now, but could Grayman also put a bet in?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll put 2 wealth in as well, because
Lord Drakemar will do the same.
I can't, because that's favoritism, and
I mean, I'll give you 2 wealth points to bet if you want.
Okay, I'll bet 2 wealth points on him.
There you go. You're betting your brother's money, but it's fine.
Can I have head pats now, please?
Yes, you may.
Yay, head pats.
I feel bad.
Hang on. On the side note, hey drunk King Robert, look at this very attractive sister.
Yeah, the Sully meme. Oh God. Board sex. Gods, the nudity was strong back then.
You know what? Lord Gallo leads in, he goes, I was always meaning to ask you, did you ever make the 8?
Just like slaps his knee. He does the like the bombastic like winks and goes, "You bet I did."
At which point we pan camera as he proceeds to tell me about every single one of them. Yeah, so the trumpet sound, riders, take your mark.
Yeah. The mountain would, with his rather substantial. I mean, I'm going to say it's a Shire horse because it fucking is. Like,
It's a big boy.
yeah.
It's a big chunky horse.
Would rear his Shire stallion onto his side of the divide and would raise his lance in the air to indicate that he's ready.
Sir Baranon, stand ye ready.
He will salute to indicate that he is ready.
Riders, on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark! And he runs back off the field.
Quickly.
You will charge, as you.
All right. So I'm going defensive embrace.
Well, the mountain, being a typically over-aggressive gentleman, would ride high in the saddle. I can't remember what that does since I don't have the document open, but it seems like something he'd do.
+1 to your attack roll, -1 to your horsemanship.
Okay. He's not going to keep eyes fixed, though.
Okay.
No, last time that happened, ended up skewering a bastard.
Probably.
So, yeah, both of you roll your respective pools. Apparently, your armor class is now equal to your passive horsemanship, which is your horsemanship ×5.
Yeah, plus your rank, your specialty dice in, I think, ride, and obviously Eternity Knight.
Oh, would that just be plus, or would that be you add the two together, then you multiply them? So, like, so it'd be like your animal handling plus your ride multiplied by.
No, your animal and your ride dice just get as a bonus. So, like, if you have 2 dice, you get +2.
Okay, so that's I have an AC of 27.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's almost as if it wouldn't have instantly killed you or something. Like, I was wondering, everyone's like, how am my character getting these brutal injuries? Jousting isn't supposed to be deadly. Well, is when you.
I stand by what I did to Lord Dason.
All right, I am going to.
What kind of noise was that?
That was me, like, almost killing you, but not.
That's brilliant. Oh, I also have Blood of Orion, which gives me +2, so to combat defense. So I actually have
No, not on your horse, not for joust. That was
okay. So, there we go. It's no. I'm rolling too many dice. There we go. Okay, 31. Okay.
All right. Well, considering the okay, so the mountain's animal handling is 3, so his passive horsemanship skill is 9, and he has 0. Right?
I thought it was multiplied by 5, so it would have been 15. No.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is 5. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's 5. So it's 15. So.
Cowbung it is.
A paddling it is. So that means he also gets a -1 from his So
I get -2. I get -2 because of my bracing and defensive, which gives me +2 extra defense. Actually, no, it gives me plus 1 defense and +1 to my animal handling test.
Okay, so that means what is your total to be hit?
It would be 28.
Cool. So the mountain misses, however, Sir Baranon hits with 2 degrees of success.
Right. Let's have a look. See. So that's what's your lance damage? Like horsemanship plus something, I assume.
It's horsemanship +3 × 2.
Okay.
So what is your horsemanship, Sir Baranon?
My animal handling is 5. My ride is 2.
It's animal handling, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2, 16. Schmack.
Ooh. 6.
I believe jousts have a powerful quality.
Do you have strength?
Do you have the strength specialty under athletics?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
How much of it?
1 second. I have +2.
So that means it's 10 times 20. Oof.
Ugh, chunky. Well, okay, so the including damage absorption from armor, that's like 10 damage. So yeah, he's taking 10 damage. He's still okay though. I assumed that riding, because you've succeeded by, was it 2 degrees or 3 degrees? 2, wasn't it?
So he has to make his animal handling check to stay on his horse.
Yes. Let's have a look. See. His animal handling is 3, and he doesn't have any specialty dice. So he's probably going to fall off. What's the diff?
I think it's for 2 degrees. Hang on, I'm going to check. I think it's 9. I can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like it's 9, but
just roll it and we'll see, depending on what he gets.
That's probably keeping us waiting.
Yeah, just not feeling like it today. He doesn't want to knock the man off his horse because he'll probably show up to the dice roll as hell.
Sidekick does this sometimes.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I have to check and see. I think it is 9 though.
I think I got exactly 9. So
you got 2 degrees of success. Yes. Yeah, you did. Oh, it's 12.
ooh. So he's gonna fall off, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Oh, in the first round. Oh,
Bang! Good shit, man.
Man, the most competitive part of this whole joust was the first round.
And now the mountain will roll his willpower to see. Ooh.
Ooh.
Does that mean that Sir Baranon won?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It also means that Sir Baranon might be about to die.
Oh boy.
Should I be taking my dedication bonus dice to this willpower check, and what would be the difficulty?
What are the mountain's drawbacks? Because I feel like he might have furious or something like that. Or like.
Okay, so he doesn't appear to have. Oh, he has drawbacks: cruel, insanity, and reviled.
I'd say cruel would kick in here because, yeah. Give me just a second. I'm going to see what cruel does. I have a theory about it, but I don't want to say. So just give me 2 seconds to open the section.
I thought cruel was for like empathy or something. Like you have to like re-roll 6s or something when rolling, but I'm not sure.
Maybe I thought cruel was you basically were openly sadistic and didn't give a fuck. But I will see in just a moment when I get up to that section of the page. Here we go. Oh, forgetful people. Do you mean cruel insanity? Because there doesn't seem to be a cruel.
Yeah, I think cruel insanity. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. The end of the L, because of the font, looks like a comma, but it's not.
Okay. You are cruel and wicked, lacking compassion and empathy. Take a -2d on all awareness involving empathy. In addition, when engaging in intrigues, your opponent's disposition is always one step worse. No, I'd say he flew off the handles when Loris beat him, and Loris beat him after 3 lances. So I'm going to say like a really high difficulty, like 15 or something, to keep us cool.
I think that's a physical impossibility, but
what's his willpower?
wait, no, he could get it. He's got 3, so he could roll 3 6s and get an 18.
Let's see how this goes, kids.
I don't know. Do you want me to roll dedication bonus dice or?
Nah, this is just straight up willpower.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, chunky boy coming from my face.
Yeah. Well, it depends on. I suppose he's angry at you specifically at this point, but
oh yeah, big style.
Oh yeah. So he's been, he's been embarrassed in front of everybody. He gets knocked off his horse and kind of like gets dragged on one of his stirrups down the side of the landing, as it were, and kind of like unbuckles himself, but like stands up, and the crowd's kind of like laughing at this point. But then he stands up to his full height, and the crowd kind of goes, "Oh shit!" And the obviously you're still horsed, aren't you? And you're at the other side of the field. Do you want to like roll intelligence to see if you should probably get out of dodge? Maybe empathy to see if he's annoyed, because
awareness. I do not have the best dice for awareness. Let's see what I do, because I have 2 dice. I get a 9. A 6 and a 3.
Well, 9's a hard check, isn't it? And I'm going to assume that it doesn't take a lot to know that the mountain is a bit.
Does it take a 9 to see a bull literally charge at you? Yeah.
Nah, but on the off chance that he got like 3, and he'd be like, "Yeah, this is fine." Like,
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So the you just hear the mountain, like you just shout "sword" like that. Squires like sort of like rattles over to him as quickly as he possibly can through the mud. So I assume you're gonna like probably leave.
I'm probably just gonna take a I'll look to the stands and do a quick bow to everyone on my horse, and then I'm going to take a slick exit.
Remember that, Sabrina, now is the time you have to crown the Queen of Love and Beauty. So there's a kind of an expectation for you to stay.
Oh,
you're just gonna dab on something and leave.
Oh god. I even had a short speech for this.
But the king also has to officially declare. You have to walk up to the king, and he has to officially declare you his champion. There's a whole rigmarole here.
Oh, guess I'm fucked. I assume he goes to so.
Well, the first thing he does is as you trot forward, you see the mountain swing his sword up in the air, and he executes his own horse.
Yeah.
He takes its head off.
Oh dear.
Damn it, the horse and cart back home. Like, we've already lost one. Shit.
It's like how's David's aspiration of having chairs that have 3 legs. Or 4 legs.
Well, I can't afford to look like a bitch. Heavens, no. That's the last thing I can afford to look like. So I suppose I have little choice but to begin approaching. I suppose the rigmarole would be I get proclaimed winner of the joust, and then I declare who is the Queen of Love and Beauty.
What actually happens is, because I've actually looked into this, so you will go to the king will proclaim you his champion, then he will ask you to name the Queen of Love and Beauty. He will give you a crown that's made from flowers, basically, from like woven flowers, and you present that to the Queen of Love and Beauty.
Okay.
I checked.
Yeah, Robert in his like semi-drunken state is looking between you and the mountain and just being like, he wants to say, "Come forth, my champion," but at the same time he's like, "I don't think that's a good idea."
Hang on, I need to get up a picture. Give me 20 seconds. Okay. You know what? He's totally being a mean picture today. There you go. This guy.
Bear in mind, right, the mountain only has 10 health at the moment. Oh wait, no, 8 health actually.
You see this gentleman kind of lean down to the king, and the two of them appear to exchange a whispered conversation. Before you will see him walk down towards you slowly. There's the kind of the click 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 of the mail.
Okay. I am approaching though. I am not intending to back out on the king. So we'll kind of end up meeting each other in the middle, I think.
Cool. Just enough time for the mountain to charge you.
Oh Christ! Well, at least we'll only swing once that way. And you didn't even get hit, so you're good. But yeah, so I suppose the mountain's gonna charge towards you at full speed. Have you been? I assume your squire's handed you a sword by now.
Yeah. I think I have a bonus to also not being hit on a horse. I think he loses a dice or something.
Oh, you're just gonna like run him down, like the butcher's boy. Like,
No, I think it's just a benefit to being mounted.
oh bueno.
Poor Mike. He never really stood a chance, did he? No.
God damn it. I'm victorious. I'm dead.
Relax.
Oh, slash roll. 66 plus 3.
Oof.
It's 96 actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, does 19 beat your combat defense?
My combat defense would be completely normal right now, yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's not.
One double sec. I just need to see if it's influenced by me being on a horse or anything.
I mean,
Because it would.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe he's got to hit your horse first. Yeah.
I'm on full play. One sec. Let me do this right. 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10. Plus DB from my shield puts me 12. Leroyne 14. My disarm penalty puts me down to 8.
He hits with 2 degrees. Oh dear.
Oh, I can also trigger anointed. So
Do that. Do that now. Do that now.
Do that right now. That gives me a +5. So he still hits me, but not to the same extent.
I would imagine that changes it to only 1 degree.
Yes.
Well, that's good because it would have done 17 damage flat, which would have been doubled now to like 34. So yeah, that's terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying.
So you're taking 7 damage, I believe. Yeah, obviously minus your armor. That is.
I think my armor gives me 10 soak.
Yeah, so 17.
Yeah, so you take 7 damage.
Oof.
Yeah. The mountain would like, you know, thunder towards you and swing the sword over the head quite comfortably, given his size, of your horse, into your, like, the side of your breastplate as hard as he can. And given like the fact that he's just had to do that at a rather awkward angle upwards, it doesn't quite like cut you in half like it would normally would with most people. It just gets stuck in his arm and he rips it out.
With the force of the impact, though, you are probably knocked off your horse.
Realistically.
Yeah, I think actually there's a thing for dismounting people. 1 second. Just need to find it.
On the side, I love how Sir Jamie described Sir Barristan when he said he was an artist, a painter who only used red.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really bad.
My favorite bit is the bit where he shows up.
Pretty impressive for, you know, Jamie.
It's like, I am a knight. I will die a knight. Here, boy, melt it down with the others. And he like draws his sword, like, even now I could cut through the 5 of you like carving through a cake.
To be fair, he probably could have.
Yeah.
No one liked his fucking stupid ass death. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That was fucking stupid.
Let's see. So I gain let's see.
How cellmate.
Slain steeds. Pulling a rider from the mount is actually a greater action.
Oh. or he's whacking you with his sword. So I assume that given the fact that you're, locked and loaded metaphorically on the horse, I don't think it'd knock you out, would it?
No, probably not. I was making the logic of it's the mountain and he hits like a swing bada motherfucker.
I'd imagine it'd scare the crap out of the horse.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, God.
But you will hear a shing as another sword comes out of its scabbard, and you'll just hear, "Sir Gregor, you will stand down immediately." It doesn't freeze the mountain in the slightest, but by God, he had to say it.
Do you want me to break you in two as well, old man?
Your man's like, oh.
Yeah.
He is now about to get Sir Barristan.
Yeah.
That's my verb of choice for the day. Can you tell me what Sir Barristan's to smack a bitch pool is, please?
6 dice. I think he's got a number of bonus dice. We'll check now.
Please save me, old man.
There are only like 2 houses in the Westlands, like on the chart. It's literally just there are I think 3 stats. There's Kevin Lannister, Tywin Lannister, and like the direct, the Clegane family, and that's it. Right. Okay, Barristan Selmy's fighting is 6. His long blades is 4.
Oof.
Yeah, he has long blade fighter 1 and 2, man of the King's Guard, tough Tony Knight, but I suppose long blade fighter 1 and 2 comes into play.
Mm-hmm. And she dropped that many. So this mofo is about to get Sir Barristan the Bolded. That's a verb.
Mm-hmm.
27.
Oof. I don't believe the mountain even uses a shield, so I imagine his combat defense is particularly high.
No.
He survives on the merit of being thick.
I mean, he is the chunk.
The big boy, like, oh lord, he coming. The thing keeps glitching upwards, so when I go to click on Gregor or Clegane, it goes up to Kevin. I'm like, damn it, Kevin, get away! His combat defense is... Oh wait, no, I suppose he could use a shield because he's big, isn't he? And in the books, he fights with a shield, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, his combat defense is... hard to find, but 14 with a shield, I believe. Yeah, 14 with the shield.
All right, so he is schmacked by Sir Barristan for a 2 degrees of success. What's Barristan's athletics?
Barristan's damage with a sword, which is a superior long sword, is 6 damage.
So what crack? He has the 2 degrees. So the man only takes 2 damage because he is wearing the full plate, but chunky.
I suppose it would obviously hit the mountain in his lower waist region, and you hear him wheeze because he's already got he's already been winded.
I'm going to assume the Stop This Madness in the Name of Your King is incoming in 5.
Loading. I have a gift for this. Excuse me.
Robert is butler.
Shit, wrong one. Close enough. I'll do. Sing me this one. Yeah. Robert would slump out of his chair and stand to his full height, and with the typical Baratheon bellow, he's like, "Enough of this senseless violence. There's enough blood on the field. Don't make me add yours as well, Gregor." I kind of want Robert Baratheon to roll status now. Just absolutely T-pose on him, like.
The T-pose combination incoming.
Got Come and Get Your Love stuck in my head now. King Robert Baratheon. I wonder what his status is. Wow, that's a very unflattering image. Status 10, reputation 7 bonus dice. Slash roll 17.
F10.
Yeah, D6, D7. He gets a 44. Oh, Christ. I've got to get the gif of this. Let me find it. It's in Bobby B's hunting ground and my Discord. Yeah.
The funny thing is that's not even Robert's final form.
Yeah. Just ascends to a higher tier of existence. Like, oh, it's called angery.gif. Excellent. Oh yeah. Let me get this one up. GIFs should work on this, right?
They do, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Despite his rotundity, King Robert stands to his full height, and he just looks down on him from the stand and goes, "I won't tell you again, dog." And begrudgingly, to a substantial extent, Gregor would throw his sword down and raise his gun up towards Lord Daisib, like, "This is not over," and would kind of push a horse out the way and storm off.
Baranon is kind of has his teeth grit because he's actually fairly durable, but he took a really heavy blow and it wasn't even a substantial one.
Yeah.
He has 12 health levels. He took over half his health from a single strike.
Yeah. Well, if you hadn't have acted anointed, you'd be fucking dead. So like,
yeah, I'd have to take injuries.
Yeah, that would have been what, 34. So yeah, you'd comfortably gone into the wound category there.
Yeah. But yeah.
Sir Barristan kind of smiles up and he says, "Come now, you're keeping the king waiting."
Quite right. Baranon will hop off his horse and he will, in a sort of in a manner as to sort of produce a more calming atmosphere, just benevolently calm his horse, which could have probably been easily beheaded by the mountain as his own horse was.
It's a lot of silver.
All right. Sir Barristan says, "Well done. I was honestly impressed." And just for context, when this guy says he was honestly impressed, that is a gigantic kudo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They don't call him Barristan the Bold for nothing.
Thank you. That is quite humbling. He's trying to retain his composure in the sense that his breathing is slowly coming in back into normalcy. But when you're at half your health levels, it's it's obvious, like, he took a pretty nasty wound, so he doesn't quite have the same vigor he had when he first came out of his joust. But he's going in the effort.
But yeah, Barristan leads you up to the dais where the king is.
Yeah, Bobby's giving you that come on backstage look, like, you know. Is there a specific set of lines that I should be saying, or do you want to just?
No, fuck no. Just wing it.
God damn it! All right.
Just munch
Yeah. Robert kind of like does the thing where he like rolls his hand towards him, like, come here,
Baron approaches.
He pats you on the back, perhaps a little excessively, just like
That's the wound.
cracking blow, lad. You skewered him like a boar. And he looks down and he goes, "It looks like you're the only here bleeding like a stuck pig."
Well, nothing ventured, Your Majesty.
Yeah, he looks at where the wound is and kind of like moves himself to the other side of you. So when you raise your hand, he doesn't like, open a wound. Grabs you by the hand and raises it up into the air. "In the sight of the 7, I name you my champion."
There is a tumultuous applause. At which point, a small silk cushion is brought out containing a crown that is composed of interwoven flowers.
Now the real challenge starts.
He thought the mount was bad.
And now I have to choose which part of House Gallo to piss off.
Here's a clue. The one that's not in charge.
Yeah, that one. When he's given the crown, his composer shifts just slightly. Perhaps he's just regaining his strength again. And he gives it kind of a thoughtful blink. Before walking towards Lady Gallo, as he simply says, "Your beauty carried my heart, your favor guided my spear, your words inspired me to victory."
She kind of beams at you a bit, and she will stand up. Is he's standing in front of her, not off to the side, or?
Yeah, he will approach her. There is a sort of momentary pause where he sort of looks across the stands as if looking for someone, as if he were looking for you. And he approaches you with a degree of haste.
And when he approaches her, she will stand, and she will curtsy. And when she curtsies, she doesn't necessarily bow her head. She looks up at you. And when she's curtsying, I guess it would be a good time to put the crown of flowers on her head.
Yeah.
And she will take his hands, and she will say, "You rode very gallantly, sir. I'm honored that you chose me as Queen of Love and Beauty for you." And she'll actually kind of kiss him softly on the cheek before going and sitting down next to her brother.
Actually, no, you don't.
No?
Now, what happens is we adjourn back to the Red Keep because
Okay.
there is now a feast to celebrate the end of the tournament, and you two have to have the first dance.
Oh, okay. All right, we can do that.
Tradition.
Okay. Is there a role for this?
My God, just as Bobby B. I like to think that's him looking down from the heaven on all of us after he dies.
I've got
Um,
I know the exact image, and it's stored
So-
comfortably.
the dress that she wears is a very deep sapphire blue with gold lace and embroidery on it, with a very expensive looking, probably diamond necklace and earrings, um, and she is going to be wearing the floral crown that he presented to her.
I actually think that, Scott, we might end the scene there and then do the. I think we might do the end of the end of the whatchamacallit, the end of the tournament festivities as its own scene that we put up a few days in advance, so basically people have time to come.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it'll be a quite a pretty open event anyway.
Yeah. So in that case, thank you players for playing. Thank you for watching. This has been another scene in Shadow of the Iron Throne.